We start our journey in the royal court of Pharaoh, where Joseph introduces his family. Picture Joseph standing tall and resolute, a man who has risen from the depths of his past to the heights of Egyptian power. He steps forward, his voice steady as he speaks. "My father and brothers, along with their flocks and herds, have come from Canaan and are now in Goshen." The words hang in the air, a testament to the lengths Joseph has gone to protect his family. It's a pivotal moment, a blend of worlds, the shepherd's son from Canaan standing before the ruler of Egypt. Joseph's tact is clear in his approach, presenting his family in a humble yet dignified manner, leaving no room for doubt about their intentions. Joseph has successfully presented his family, but what will Pharaoh's response be? This is where our story unfolds, in the midst of power, faith, and survival. Scene script. Pharaoh, intrigued by Joseph's family, poses a question. In a tone laced with curiosity, Pharaoh looks to Joseph and asks, "What is your occupation?" Joseph, always cautious yet honest in his dealings, responds, "Your servants are shepherds just as our fathers were. We've come to live in Goshen due to the severe famine in Canaan." Joseph's response is straightforward, emphasizing their humble profession and the desperate circumstances that brought them to Egypt. His words are carefully chosen, showing respect to Pharaoh while also subtly reminding him of the severity of the famine. Pharaoh's curiosity is piqued by this. It's not every day that he encounters a family of shepherds from a distant land seeking refuge in his kingdom. He's impressed by Joseph's candor and the resilience of his family. Impressed by Joseph's family, Pharaoh makes a generous offer. With Pharaoh's blessing, Joseph settles his family in the best part of Goshen. This was no ordinary relocation, but a strategic move under the aegis of Pharaoh himself, who was charmed by Joseph's family. The land of Goshen, with its lush pastures and fertile soil, was a shepherd's paradise and the perfect place for Joseph's family to thrive. Pharaoh's generosity shines through in this act. He could have assigned them any piece of land, but he chose Goshen, the choicest part of Egypt. This was a testament to his faith in Joseph and his respect for the family that had raised such a wise and capable man. As the family settles into their new home, they cannot ignore the harsh reality of their surroundings. The famine, ever present and unforgiving, is starting to take its toll. But as Joseph settles his family, a crisis looms on the horizon. The famine intensifies, testing Joseph's leadership and resourcefulness. As the severity of the famine grows, Joseph's wisdom and foresight are put to the ultimate test. With the granaries of Egypt brimming from the 7 years of plenty, Joseph must now ensure the survival of not only his family but of all Egypt and the surrounding regions, including his homeland, Canaan. Joseph, with his quick thinking and problem-solving skills, steps up to the challenge. He devises a strategy, not just to feed the starving populace, but also to ensure the economic stability of Egypt during these testing times. Joseph says, "Bring your livestock. I'll provide food in exchange." This is a clear demonstration of his keen understanding of the situation at hand. He realizes that simply distributing the stored grain isn't a sustainable solution. So, he devises a plan that allows the people to barter their livestock for food. This not only provides them with the necessary sustenance but also keeps the economy in motion. Joseph's plan is a masterstroke of crisis management. It's a testament to his wisdom and foresight. By exchanging grain for livestock, he ensures the people's immediate survival and the pharaoh's continued wealth. More importantly, it keeps the people invested in their survival, giving them a role to play in the solution. But as the famine worsens, the people's resources start to run thin. The livestock they've exchanged for grain begins to dwindle. The specter of starvation looms large once again. The people, desperate and hungry, turn to Joseph, their savior, yet again. They look to him for guidance and support in these desperate times. Joseph's plan works, but the people's resources are running thin. His leadership and resourcefulness will be tested again as the famine continues to grip Egypt. Can Joseph keep the people's faith in him? Will his clever strategies be enough to see them through the worst famine in their history? As we delve further into Genesis 47, we'll explore how Joseph handles the escalating crisis. Desperate times call for desperate measures. The Egyptians are forced to sell their land. As the famine's grip tightens, the Egyptians find themselves in a dire situation. They've traded their livestock for food, and now, with no money left, they face a harsh reality. Here's where Joseph's unique approach comes into play. He doesn't exploit their vulnerability. Instead, he offers a solution that would not only sustain them through the famine but also ensure a lasting relationship between the people and the Pharaoh's court. Joseph presents an offer they can't refuse, trading their land for food. In this extreme state of desperation, the Egyptians willingly sell their lands to Pharaoh. This exchange, while seemingly severe, is a life-saving act of desperation. It's a testament to Joseph's strategic leadership, maintaining stability and order amidst chaos. With their land sold, Joseph introduces a new law. Joseph, now in control of the land, institutes a groundbreaking law. As the famine continues to ravage the land, Joseph's leadership takes a drastic turn. In a move that forever changes the societal structure of Egypt, Joseph declares a new law concerning land ownership. Imagine the scene. The once prosperous Egyptians, now impoverished by the famine, have sold their livestock and land to Pharaoh for food. Joseph, acting on Pharaoh's behalf, acquires all the land in Egypt, effectively making Pharaoh the sole landowner. In return, he provides the people with seed, granting them the ability to sow the fields and fend off starvation. But here's the catch. The people are now tenants on what was once their land, and they owe Pharaoh a fifth of their harvest. This law, known historically as the fifth part, is significant. It establishes a system of taxation that persists for generations, shaping the economic landscape of ancient Egypt. Now let's shift our focus to the priests. In contrast to the rest of the population, the priests are exempt from this law. Their sustenance comes directly from Pharaoh, and they retain ownership of their land. This special treatment strengthens the priest's allegiance to Pharaoh, reinforcing the stability of his rule. But what does this mean for the average Egyptian? On one hand, they've surrendered their independence, becoming serfs on their own land. On the other hand, they've gained a lifeline. The seed provided by Joseph ensures their survival through the famine. It's a bitter pill to swallow, yet in the face of such desperate times, it's a pill they're willing to take. Through this law, Joseph demonstrates a shrewd blend of compassion and strategy. He provides for the people while solidifying Pharaoh's power and wealth, a move that cements his position in the court of Pharaoh. Meanwhile, the Israelites in Goshen begin to prosper. In Goshen, the Israelites find a safe haven from the famine. This fertile region, gifted by Pharaoh himself, becomes the cradle of their growth and prosperity. Life springs anew amidst the harsh reality of the famine, as the Israelites embrace the land with open arms. Away from the turmoil, they find solace in tending to their flocks and herds, their numbers multiplying with each passing season. The adversity of the famine is transformed into an opportunity, a decisive moment that marks a turning point in their journey. From being nomadic wanderers, they evolve into a settled community, their roots deepening in the fertile soil of Goshen. This settlement becomes a beacon of hope, a symbol of survival and resilience. It's a testament to their faith and perseverance, a testament to Joseph's wisdom and leadership. And so our journey through Genesis 47 comes to a close. Genesis 47 is a testament to Joseph's leadership and the survival of the Israelites during a severe famine. In this journey, we've seen Joseph rise from being a slave to becoming the Pharaoh's right-hand man, using his wisdom to manage a crisis that could have spelled doom for Egypt and Canaan. We've witnessed the compassion and strategic acumen of Joseph as he provided for the people during the famine, even as they were forced to sell their land. And we've seen the Israelites, under Joseph's protection, settle in the fertile land of Goshen, prospering and multiplying despite the harsh conditions. This chapter, rich in lessons of resilience, wisdom, and survival, serves as a powerful reminder of the enduring strength of the human spirit. Stay tuned for more biblical explorations. Until next time, keep exploring and remember, the Bible is a treasure trove of stories waiting to be discovered.